everyone, it's me. If you're new here, my name is Alanna and I'm a Canadian, but I live here in the UK. And if you're not new here, hey, how's it going? Can you believe after how many years on YouTube, my whole channel is about British culture, learning about what it means to be British, living here in the UK. And we have not done a video about British inventions. That seems crazy to me. So that's the vibe for today's video. Grab a seat, get cozy, put your feet up. We are starting here. What Did the British Ever Do to Us by Reef Rebels. We're not going to watch all of the video because that is not fair to Dr. Peter Ridd, but I'd love to watch a little bit. So without further ado, let's go.
Let's start with transport and engines. So the British invented the railways, steel tracks, railway locomotives. In fact, wherever the British went, railways followed. So they put in railways in Germany, India, South America, and of course everybody copied that. Then we have the...
I will say, first off, thank you, Dr. Ridd. I love a cheeky museum. Don't know about you. I love a museum. I did a video at London's Transport Museum. If you like trains and the history of trains, obviously that also covers like the underground and that kind of stuff. But yeah, railways and like steam trains and stuff, loads of stuff there if you're interested.
Modern bicycle, initially called the Rover safety bicycle, apparently.
Is
chain
that
drive,
real?
caster steering,
Of course
and
it's
relatively
real.
small wheels.
I did not
Invented
think
by
of
the
that
Rover
or know
Company.
that.
In fact, in Poland, the word for bicycle is Rover. And yes, it's the same company that makes Land Rovers.
The more you know. That's awesome.
Now, the British obviously invented the first engines, which was the steam engine, and that broke us free from back-breaking animal and human-powered devices.
There is a this watt steam engine at the Science Museum. Did I tell you I love a cheeky museum? Loads of cool engines and obviously bits of machinery and all sorts of cool stuff. London Science Museum also did a video there. They do have one of these giant watt steam engines.
Us free from back-breaking animal and human-powered devices. Now, while the British were inventing the steam engine, they of course had to invent the piston. And more importantly, the piston ring that seals the piston, a truly remarkable technological invention, which is even now being developed further.
You never think about that kind of stuff, eh?
The piston ring is the basis for petrol engines and diesel engines, in fact, virtually every engine. So no Brits, no engines. Next, they invented the first engine-powered ships, obviously steam-powered. Ships' propellers, steel ships, the steam turbine, initially for powering ships, but now it powers the generators in every coal electricity generating plant and every nuclear generating plant. So that's about 50% of all the electricity that's generated today, all courtesy of Mr. Parsons.
Thank you, Parsons.
Then we have the jet engine. Yes, the Germans independently invented it in the Second World War. The turbo...
There's going to be a lot of interruptions. I know some people absolutely hate that. If you want to watch the video uninterrupted, link in the description. Huge shout out to Reef Rebels. This video would not exist without theirs. I'm going to cut in a lot because I love to talk. Did you know that, so as part of my path to citizenship here in the UK, I'm not there yet, but we are working on it. I now have what's called indefinite leave to remain, which means I'm allowed to indefinitely remain in the UK. It's a really weird way of saying that, although they can take it away from you. So indefinitely maybe isn't the right word. Anyway, as part of that application, you have to pass basically like a British culture, British history exam. I studied all summer for it. I took it in the fall. It was really stressful. And one of the questions is, who invented the jet engine? You have to know that it is Sir Frank Whittle. That's the question I got. Not every test is the same. Or you might get like, who was Sir Frank Whittle? And you have to like align him with the correct invention. But this question is on that exam as part of your sort of like path to citizenship. So it's so fun when I see things and it's like, hey, I studied that. And the jet engine was one of them. Again, Science Museum has loads of jet engines, loads of engines just in general, really cool stuff.
Yes, the Germans independently invented it in the Second World War. The turboprop engine, invented by the Brits, the first turboprop aircraft. So if you don't fly in an airplane, powered by a jet engine, which was largely due to the Brits. It's a turboprop aeroplane, which was invented by the Brits. And of course, the turboprop is the basis of the gas turbine, which is used to generate another 20% of the world's electricity. We also have the modern car layout, front drive, transverse engine, independent suspension, CV joints on the front wheels. Before that, companies tried all sorts of arrangements. So, for example, the Germans famously had the engine and everything at the back, but since 1959, most cars use the Mini Minor equivalent. Ever been on a vehicle that uses steel wheels? Pretty uncomfortable. But don't worry, the Brits invented the pneumatic tyre.
Wow.
So it looks like the British have invented pretty much everything that runs on the road. They didn't invent the road, that's just about it. Well, actually they did. Tarmac roads, or tarmacadam, was invented by a Scot and a Welshman.
Hey, Welsh
steel
Wales and Scotland mentioned. I hope this video honestly makes British people patriotic. Honestly, you should be. The skill and curiosity and determination and creativity of these British people is honestly just kind of astonishing. I knew that Britain invented a lot of things. Obviously, studying for my test, you learn about the jet engine, you learn about there's a lot of inventions. There's a whole section on inventions. Not all of these, mind you. Alan Turing is another one. Of course, that's a bit more modern compared to like roads and tires and things, but another obviously incredible inventor and mathematician and very intelligent man. Yeah, it's just kind of mind-boggling, and literally, where would we be? Okay, let's just do a little bit more and then we'll move on to another video. Big shout out again to Dr. Rid. Bridges.
And here's a very interesting one, the modern traffic roundabout in the 1960s. Now, you might think that roundabouts have been around since way before the 1960s, but the Brits had the inspired idea of changing the rules for the roundabout. In other words, yield to enter, which massively increases the efficiency of the roundabout. Then we have the cat's eye reflector. Caterpillar tracks, which the Brits invented just before they invented the tank.
Yeah, I have a video on the tank. If you want to, I have lots of videos. If this is my first video that you're seeing, hello. I have a lot of videos. If this is not your first video of mine that you're seeing, thank you so much for coming back. I love this. I love being here. I hope you like this video. I feel like I'm losing my voice. I don't know why. If I'm about to get sick, I'm gonna be really pissed. But I do have a video about tanks. I didn't realize Brits invented the tank is a little bit of a misnomer. From what I learned in that video, they did and they didn't. There's a lot of people inventing tanks at the exact same time and stuff. But really interesting history, really interesting engineering, just a scooch more, and then we will move on.
They invented the flying shuttle, powered looms, the spinning mill for making threads. In fact, if you didn't have the Brits, you don't have the very fine modern clothing which we have now, which is also incredibly cheap compared with what it used to be. In the agricultural industries, there are all sorts of mechanical devices like the mechanical seed drill, the haymaking threshing machine, but also really important things like phosphate fertilizer production, selective breeding. But that's just the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. If you're going to have an Industrial Revolution, you need a big build buildings. And so the British gave us Portland cement, a revolutionary type of cement. Where would we be without it?
Wow. Can I just say, wow. Oh, you know, just reading that little blurb, another one on my test that I had to learn about was he had a three name something Watt, who was the inventor. This is really bad. The inventor of the internet. Oh, it was Tim Berners-Lee. He's another one that's on the test. Invented the World Wide Web. That's how I remembered it for the test. Clearly, I've already forgotten it. Really sorry, Mr. Berners-Lee, because it was World Wide Web. and he had 3 name. Okay, I just found this one. This one comes up when you search British inventions. 10 British inventions Americans often don't realize came from the UK. I can't read. I've just skipped ahead to number 6. I will say, can I say this? Espresso brief. This feels like AI. How do we feel about that? Watching a video that is AI. Do they say it in the description? I don't see it. This is an AI voice. This is not part of the video. Let's just have a look at this channel. They don't have any about us. Look at this, 17. Okay. Well, how do we feel? How do we feel? Let's just watch a little bit of this. This, from what I can see, is an AI video. I love that about YouTube. As a human creator, love that. Let's just watch a little bit, all right?
The electric motor. From your kitchen appliances to your electric car, the electric motor powers modern life. Its roots? London, 1821. Michael Faraday, one of
is a very
Britain's
cool
greatest
guy.
scientists, discovered electromagnetic rotation, essentially turning electricity into motion. Faraday's experiments weren't yet practical motors, but they were the spark that lit the path forward. Without him, America's subway systems, factories, and even Tesla's electric cars wouldn't hum along. It's a reminder that British inventions don't just make history books. They shape the rhythm of daily American living.
Okay, I can't watch this. I'm really sorry. If you want to watch, if maybe this is a real, this is AI to me. This is, I find this upsetting. Let's watch something else. I love YouTube. I find out new things on YouTube every day. There are not a lot of good, like, informational research videos about British inventions. So if anybody wants to make a YouTube channel, please do. I found this from 6 years ago, and just sort of scrubbing through it, it looks like it's just text and music. I'm gonna go ahead and take the music out for a little bit. Isaac Newton is a great one. There he is. All right. We're gonna continue on. Wow, you know what? It really there's a lot of inventions. I am kind of shocked that there isn't more about them. Oh, you know what? We watched part of this video, didn't we? Literally everybody's watched video. It's almost the same thumbnail too. Oh God, Alanna, what are you doing? Well, we're already here anyway. Okay, continuing on. We can watch the history of toilets. Oh my God, they did it too. It's the same video. This poor man. I wonder how he feels about people. Oh, I felt really bad now. Okay, here's another one. 10 British inventions that revolutionized our world by White Star Studio.
To our channel. Today, we embark on a captivating journey through time to explore the 10 best British inventions and inventors that have changed the world forever.
Is everything AI?
Join us as we unveil the remarkable.
Yo, this video is turning out not at all how I envisioned it to turn out. No wonder everybody reacts to Dr. Rid's video. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. It's a real video by a real person talking about real research history. No wonder. Let's just jump ahead. Is there anything here? Chocolate bar. Let's talk about chocolate bar.
Number 4. Chocolate bar. The chocolate bar was invented by Joseph Fry in 1847. It is a sweet, solid block of chocolate that is typically eaten as a snack. Chocolate bars are popular all over the world, and they are a delicious way to get your daily dose of chocolate. Number 5.
I want this on a shirt.
And they are a delicious way to get your daily dose of chocolate.
Oh.
are popular
You gotta get it
all
really
over the world,
fast.
and they are a delicious way to get your daily dose of
Chocolate bars are popular all over the world, and they are a delicious way to get your daily dose of chocolate. TM that, put it on a shirt, job done. This video is not at all what I thought it was good. Oh, no comments. Are we the only... We're one of the only people who've watched this video? Who was that? Invented by Stephen Fry? Is it any relation... Joseph Fry. Any relation to Turkish Delight? The Fry's Turkish Delight? Joseph Fry. Uh-oh, this needs more citations. So, hey, March 27th, 1787 from Bristol, founding the family chocolate company that would later become J.S. Fry and Sons. After a time, he abandoned medicine for business, began to make chocolate and cocoa manufacturing thus started being carried out by the family. So J.S. Fry and Sons, who is this? Fry's? Was I right? Okay, I'm so excited. Let me just read first. Fry's Produce was often considered the first solid chocolate bar, credited with the first filled chocolate sweet cream sticks. Most famous for Fry's chocolate cream, the first mass-produced chocolate bar, and Fry's Turkish Delight. Wow, did you guys know Fry's Turkish Delight 1914? That's crazy. Founded in 1761 in Bristol, we know, by Joseph Fry. 2010 defunct, merged with Cadbury Brothers in 1919. Loss of operational independence, original factory closed. Kind of crazy that the original factory closed in 2011. I had no idea that, what did I just say? The Turkish Delight was so old. If you're still watching this mess of a video, if you're still watching, did you know Fry's Turkish Delight was that old? And number two, Turkish Delight, yes or no? For me, it is a no. I did just see down here real quick. Where was it? Here. So, Joseph Fry died in 1787. The company was renamed. Blah, blah, blah. He patented a method of grinding cocoa beans using a Watt steam engine. And we just learned about the Watt steam engine. It is just kind of mind-boggling. Loads of inventions we talked about today in either real people or AI versions of them. Loads of inventions, but also it's kind of crazy how interconnected things are, right? We learn about like the first chocolate bar, and it's like, yeah, they used the Watt steam engine, of which was also invented in the UK. And it's just like, yeah, everything's connected. I love this image though. Makers to the Queen and Prince of Wales, Fry's Chocolate and Cocoa, 16 international prize medals, gold medal Paris, 1878. That's really cool. I gotta be honest, I can't believe we don't have more research. I guess nobody wants to do the research. Everybody just wants to react. And you know what? I can't say anything on that. I found this, Britain's Forgotten Geniuses and Their Work-Changing Discoveries. I haven't watched any of it yet, but I noticed over here we talk about everyday inventions, which we haven't spoken about other than chocolate, I guess.
Everyday inventions. Gas stoves, tin cans, clocks, and atomic clocks. Keeping your toast on schedule and your GPS working. Basically, if it's useful, Britain probably had a hand in it. So there you have it. From steam engines to the worldwide...
Is that AI? What about chemistry, physics, and biology?
Chemistry, physics, and biology.
Biology.
Britain also saved lives with chlorinated water, keeping cities free from disease. Sir Isaac Newton, James Clerk Maxwell.
No, don't like that. Don't like that.
He's free from
the
disease.
AI.
Sir Isaac Newton.
Breaking news. Just kidding. If you'd like to get more content from me, did you know I post an exclusive full-length video every Saturday morning on YouTube memberships? If you want to get more content, that's the way to do it. If you don't want to get more content, definitely don't do it. If you want to support me directly so I can continue to make these weird little videos, YouTube memberships is a great way to do that. It honestly keeps the lights on and I really appreciate it. Hope you're liking this video. What a mess, eh? This is not turning out at all how I thought it would, but you know what? Every day's a school day. No, stop. Stop. This video is getting away from me. Okay, we're going back to Wikipedia. The only thing I can trust in this day and age to not be AI, although that's not true anymore either. List of British inventions and discoveries. Let's just see if we can find something strange. Like, what about rectangulus? Astronomical instrument made around 1326. Measure the angles between planets and other astronomical bodies. God bless you, Richard. Or is there anything around here that you find interesting that we've not talked about? We haven't talked about musical instruments. So the concertina, it's like a accordion harmonica. Wow, I can't read today. Theater organ, that's fun, didn't know that. Logical bassoon and an electronically controlled version of the bassoon. Northumbrian small pipes. That's fun. Tuning fork. That is very interesting. That I did not know. That feels pretty important. And the piano foot pedal. Also did not know. I kind of would have thought there'd be more musical instruments, to be honest. What about household appliances? Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Perambulator. Oh my god, a pram. Is that where the word comes from? Designed a baby carriage in 1733. I love that it was a man. God bless you. Collapsible baby buggy, domestic dishwasher, bagless vacuum cleaner. Oh, Dyson is so interesting. This is, you know what? Maybe this is a separate video. English inventor, industrial designer, farmer, and business magnate. Sir James Dyson. I don't know if you've ever seen him speak. I don't know why you would, but I have. And he is so interesting. Like, he seems like just such an interesting man. This is so off topic, but he's an inventor, so maybe not. Did you know he was born in Norfolk? Love that. I was reading, so obviously vacuum cleaners, huge thing in vacuum cleaners. But he does so much in terms of like research and development and testing and like just really, really cool stuff. Oh, Dyson has several times accused Chinese spies of copying technological and scientific secrets. Oh, tax affairs. Anyway, there was something I saw. Maybe it's not here. Oh, this is fun. Dyson asserted the importance of failures. I made 5,127 prototypes of my vacuum before I got it right. There were 5,126 failures, but I learned from each one. That's how I came up with a solution. So I don't mind failure. I always thought that school children should be marked by the number of failures they've had. The child who tries strange things and experiences lots of failures to get there is probably more creative. Amen. Anyway, this is kind of off topic, but not super off topic, but a little bit off topic. He is super interesting, and his like talks, I guess. I was gonna say performances, not the right word. His like presentations and stuff. He just seems so excited about building stuff, and I find that really. God, I'm not good with words today. I can't read and I can't think of words. I find it really inspiring. It's like seeing somebody who is really passionate about what they do and they do it well through thousands and thousands of errors and failures, and that doesn't stop them. That just encourages them to keep going. I find that really inspiring. Other things, did you know the tin can? The rubber band, the lawnmower, the fire extinguisher, kind of important. Corkscrew, mousetrap, modern flushing toilet, the pay toilet. God damn you, John. But, you know, I guess it serves a purpose. Electric toaster, magnifying glass, thermos, flask, toothbrush, sunglasses, the refrigerator, a different flush toilet. First distiller to triple distill Irish whiskey. Very important. It just keeps going. Wellington boots, the can opener. Boerville beef extract. I like lime cordial. Peter Bennett. Peter Burnett. Wow, look at that face. He was an American politician. How did he get on our list? Raised in a slave-owning family in Missouri. How did we get here? He went to the gold rush, all sorts of stuff. Is this a different person? I feel like this might be a different person. This is a, like, military guy. Oh, redirected. I don't want this man. I want the other one. Lime cordial. Let's just go there then. Lachlan Rose, a ship chandler in Leith, began a process preserving lime juice, registered a patent on preserving lime and lemon juice, would eventually become Rose's lime juice, also known as lime cordial, one of the first cordials sold in preserved liquid format. Other producers also began growing and selling lime juice commercially as a cordial, blah, 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 in Liverpool. So it was originally used like for naval personnel on both merchant ships and naval vessels. I don't know where our boy went, the guy we were looking for, the American slave owner. I don't know where he went. Okay, this is miscellaneous, then I guess we should stop talking. Oldest police force in continuous operation. The Marine Police Force, founded in 1798 and now part of the Metropolitan Police Service. That is so interesting. The first Glee Club, the oldest arts festival, music festival, literary festival, linoleum, chocolate bar, we know that now. Crossword puzzle, gas mask, plastic, carbonated soft drink, God bless them. Salvation Army. The Young Men's Christian Association, YMCA, was founded in London. Venn diagram, silicone, stamp collecting. That's interesting that it's not necessarily, well, I think I think Britain invented stamps, but John Edward Gray invented stamp collecting. Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, RSPCA, color photography, Bank of France. Okay. And Bank of England. The more you know. The world's first nature reserve. Okay, we have to stop. The rubber balloon. Hey, that was Michael Faraday. He is a very interesting man. An interesting face on a man as well. Did you know he lived till he was 75? He was from Surrey. Big up Surrey. Anybody in chat from Surrey? He has a very long, what's the word? Biography. Did you know Albert Einstein kept a portrait of Faraday on his study wall? Wow. Okay. We have to stop here. This video did not turn out how I thought it was. We learned a lot. We saw a lot of AI slop. I learned that basically every American Reacts channel has already done this. And I'm just like out here doing it again. I hope this was a little bit different. I hope this made you smile, made you, maybe you learned something new, because I did. If you would like to watch something else, I've mentioned a lot of my videos throughout this video. How about this one? I went to the Science Museum. I think that's the most connected to what we've learned about today. Loads of really interesting artifacts and machinery and cars and jet engines and steam stuff, like loads and loads of really cool stuff. Definitely check out that video. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, bye.